Klay Thompson performed a game that Dubs fans have been anticipating eagerly all season to watch. And guess what? Warriors head coach Steve Kerr's advice assisted him to make it happen. Stay tuned as we dig further. With the recent 121-115 win, Thompson and Golden State both have got out of their respective slump period. The recent 121-115 win over the Rockets is the most memorable game, as Klay got his first 20-point haul of 2023-24. Steve Kerr shared how he made Klay refocus on his profession after he began to throw up some not-so-good shots early in the competition. After the game, Kerr said that he made a couple early, and then he quickly took two bad shots. He also mentioned how he did not sense that a huge game was coming for him early. So, Kerr reminded him that if Klay was not open, then simply move it. He also insisted Klay take a glance at those guys on the team who will get him the ball. So, it is indeed remarkable to note how Klay Thompson finally came out of his scoring slump by assisting the Golden State Warriors to snap a 6-game losing streak with a 121-115 triumph over the Houston Rockets. But if you think how he got there was a smooth process, then you're mistaken. Warriors coach Steve Kerr gained prominence by reminding Klay of the wise advice. And guess what? The result was Thompson's first 20-point game of the season. The struggling Warriors wing cracked a string of 5 games, shooting below 42%. Klay hit 7 of 16 this time and was 5 for 11 from behind the arc. The media reporters, however, were concerned about Klay's struggles after his breakout performance. They mentioned that Klay had been washed, that Klay should be benched, and that Klay should even be traded on a contract year. But Klay mentioned to reporters that he's just being himself and not being restless. He wants to have full confidence in his skills to enjoy a great season. Although I've not shot the ball to my standards, that's fine. The season is long. You can't get discouraged. I know that better than anybody, and I try to take Steve's advice because he's seen it all. So for me, it's just about enjoying this run, having fun, said Klay Thompson to reporters. Klay Thompson had fun this season, considering Chris Paul and the Warriors intentionally looked for him to get into sync early. The Warriors' first play went to Thompson, who wiggled out of Van Vliet's defense using Kevin Looney's screen. He missed a 3-point shot from the right wing off a setup from Paul. However, it didn't let Thompson or the Warriors down. After all, Thompson had 12 points in the opening quarter, drilling 3 of 5 three-pointers. Paul ensured to set him up for quality looks. 5 of Thompson's 7 field goals in the game arrived from a Paul assist. Analytics is crazy now. Paul shared with reporters in bafflement at that statistic. I would have never known that. We're just hoping. I tell Klay all the time, and I played against him for a long time. Every time he shoots it, I think it's going in. The Warriors' amazing ball movement led to 26 assists and some of their season-high 21 three-pointers. Thompson and Stephen Curry, who guided the team with 32 points, united for 10 three-pointers. Kerr noted one specific performance that showed how Warriors must play in the game. And guess what? It really assisted Thompson in leading beautifully in the scoring track. Kerr said that they had a beautiful possession early on where the ball swung and hit the paint twice. He noted how the game's blueprint was drive, kick, and drive, kick again. However, in order for that to occur, Kerr noted how Klay had to get off the ball when he was not open instead of attempting to beat his guy one-on-one and take a challenging fadeaway. Kerr emphasized that area of Klay to focus on. Thus, that fantastic performance helped Thompson lead in the first basket with a wide-open three-pointer, which placed the Warriors on top 8-6, with 9:41 left in the first quarter. Kerr pointed out how Thompson's confidence in his abilities and the game started advancing from that point. Kerr stressed that Klay was quite patient offensively, and he took a couple of bad shots at an early stage, and there's been a lot of time on the shot clock. All simply keep telling him that if he just moves it, then he will definitely get back with his team, and that's how it happened. Some days ago, it was noted how the Golden State Warriors were defeated by the Minnesota Timberwolves by a score of 104-101 on their home floor at the Chase Center in San Francisco, California. In the first quarter, there was a brawl that just ejected all the key players like Klay Thompson, along with Draymond Green and Jaden McDaniels. After the game was over, head coach Steve Kerr expressed his displeasure with the media by mentioning how he didn't think that Thompson should have been ejected. Kerr said that there is no way Klay Thompson should have been thrown out of the game. He considered the decision to be ridiculous, considering Klay was running up the floor, and the guy grabbed his jersey to pull on him, so Klay pulled back. No way Klay should have been ejected, according to Kerr. Back then, the loss made the Warriors drop to 6-6 in their first 12 games. As Steph Curry was out due to a knee injury, the team was also performing without their best player. If you're not aware of what happened in the last match, rookie Brandon Pajemski led the Warriors with 23 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal while shooting 9-18 from the field and 3-8 from the three-point range in 39 minutes of playing time. As for Thompson, he came into the evening with averages of 16.1 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 2.0 assists per contest while shooting 42.6% from the field and 34.7% from the three-point range. Kerr has always been appreciative of Klay's skills and performance. Through The Athletic's Anthony Slater, Kerr noted how Klay would be apt to guard the fourth man while talking about the lineups that included Paul, Steph Curry, and Thompson, all on the floor together. Kerr said that Klay is so strong physically that he can perform well if he's placed to guard post-up players after switches. He also supported Klay to guard as a 4 this year and talked about placing Klay in coverage where he has to defend pick and roll as a 4. Kerr's suggestions for Klay seem to have worked wonders for him. Back then, Kerr wasn't nervous at all, considering the team's targeted switches with the smaller backcourt of Paul and Stephen Curry. Kerr added that what they have found performing against Chris was that on switches, he has just been a rock. Kerr also appreciated Chris as being a brick wall down on the block, and people could attempt to post him, but it's not that simple to score on him. Kerr added, but it'll be matchup based. Who is on whom? What's our pick and roll coverage? Who's out there with those guys? Let's take a profile check on Stephen Douglas Kerr, the amazing basketball coach. Born on September 27, 1965, Stephen is a former player and currently serves as head coach for the Golden State Warriors of the National Basketball Association, or NBA. He's renowned for being the most accurate three-point shooter in NBA history. Kerr is a 9-time NBA champion, having won 5 titles as a player and 4 as head coach of the Warriors. In May 2014, Kerr was appointed as head coach to the Golden State Warriors. Under his leadership, the franchise got into the most triumphant period in its history, achieving the NBA Finals 6 times and succeeding 4 championships in 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2022. The 2015-16 Warriors defeated a remarkable 73 games, shattering the record for the most bests in an NBA season. Kerr has astonishing degrees to his credit from the University of Arizona in 1988, with a Bachelor of General Studies focusing on history, sociology, and English. No wonder he's one of the best coaches to guide players in the NBA. Taking a glance at Klay's career achievements, this American professional basketball player has an amazing story. Born on 8 February 1990, Klay Alexander Thompson plays for the Golden State Warriors of the National Basketball Association. He's amazingly recognized as being one of the greatest three-point shooters in NBA history. A 4-time NBA champion with the Warriors, Thompson is a 5-time NBA All-Star, a 2-time All-NBA third-team honoree, and was once called to the NBA All-Defensive Second Team. He's also succeeded in gold medals with the United States national team on their 2014 World Cup team and 2016 Olympic team. You'll be surprised to also note that Thompson was a member of the United States national team, succeeding in gold medals on their 2014 FIBA Basketball World Cup and 2016 Olympic teams. He also attained a gold medal on the Under-19 national team at the 2009 FIBA Under-19 World Championship. If you liked watching the video on Steve Kerr's views on Klay Thompson's performance in sports, then hit on like and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more such sports-related news on our channel. Also, hit our comment section. Catch you next time. Bye.